what is trauma and what are the elements of the healing process? It's helpful in the healing process to understand the elements as we work through the healing process. Let's first hear a few explanations of what trauma is from three experts, Dr. Gabor, Dr. Thomas Hüble, and Dr. Bessel van der Kolk. Then Dr. Thomas Hüble will walk us through the three stages or elements of trauma healing: reflect, digest, and integrate. Yoga is a great way to heal from the trauma of the past. As you move through your yoga practice, take time for each stage.
So trauma basically means a wound. So trauma is when you're wounded and that wound persists and has impact in your life later on. So trauma, this is important to distinguish. Trauma is not what happens to you. Trauma is what happens inside you as a result of what happens to you.
People out there talk about trauma, it's like, they say it's about a memory that needs to be digested. I don't agree with that. It's about how your body gets stuck in being frozen or in heartache and gut-wrenching feelings. And you need to really reclaim your body as a very central issue of overcoming trauma.
And in a way, we could say that trauma is an extreme form of splitting off information, because we had to in overwhelming moments. And trauma healing is based on reflect, digest, and integrate. Look with you at the capacity to reflect, digest, and integrate. Because for any kind of healing work, we need to make space. If we just keep running in our life, so there's no way that we can heal because we're constantly running. So in order to look at certain parts of our lives deeper, we need to make space for reflection. So the first part is making space. Life. We also need the capacity of reflection. I make space to look at a part of my life. I drink a cup of tea, maybe I take a walk, maybe I'm in a meditative state, maybe I'm talking to somebody, to a friend or somebody I trust. And all of this creates space. When we create space, we have the capacity to look at parts of our lives when we are completely absorbed in it, so there's often not enough space to reflect. But when I can look at my life, so I start seeing dynamics. A lot of the trauma work is becoming aware of certain dynamics, a certain level of discomfort, problems, patterns, behaviors, trigger points. We need reflection. And in some way is an invitation to reflect. And with reflection comes another quality, and with space, which is digestion. Same as we digest physical food, our psyches and emotional systems and nervous systems need time to digest our experiences. Especially when we go through phases in our life where we need maybe more emotionally triggered, where things happen in our life that we experience as difficult. But also when we simply have busy lives, like many of us do, we need a certain level of digestion space. And sometimes in our progress-driven or profit-driven world, we overemphasize the development and the success and advancing, and we don't put as much attention as it's needed on digesting, grounding, and digestion and digesting leads to integration. And integration is a very important aspect of learning. If I have an experience that I can't integrate, so I can't harvest its learning, so it doesn't increase my perspective. And if I have a situation that's maybe more challenging, but I can digest it and integrate it, it will lead to learning. So I'm becoming wiser, bigger. I expand my perspective. I can include more of the world. And that's why looking also at your own life, how progress and success and going forward is combined with grounding, integrating, digesting, so that we keep our nervous systems basically dynamic, our body's dynamic, our vitality high. So we refresh ourselves, like when you refresh the browser of your internet browser. So then you actually restart something, you refresh it, so that you can look at the world, including the learning that your life so far gives you.